Hello, my name is Ashley Hughes, and I want to talk to you guys today about a subject that is dear to my heart. In today's world, families are comprised of many different structures. There are single parents, there are children being raised in foster care, there are children being raised by their mother and father, there are same sex couples, there are many different types of family structures. One thing for sure is that no matter what type of family structure you're dealing with, they all play a pivotal role in the development of our children. Now, there obviously will be advantages and disadvantages to any type of family structure that you have created or are a part of. However, in today's world, it is the children of married parents that fare the best. Now, when I say married, I'm not talking about those parents that were married and then maybe divorced or that widow. I'm speaking of those parents that pre planned to have a premarital pregnancy. These children are at a significantly greater risk of being thrown many curveballs and being subject to many more disadvantages than their counterparts from parents that were married before the pregnancy. Some of the ways these children are being affected, they are physically and emotionally less likely to thrive. They are more likely to be financially unstable as adults and to pass that on to their offspring. And they are also more likely to deal with more episodes of social retardance, if you will. So today, I want to talk with you guys a little bit more about these aspects of the effects that premarital pregnancies have on children, as well as urge you to maybe pass it on to a friend if it doesn't pertain to you, or even within yourself to rethink pre planned premarital pregnancies. So, first thing we want to talk about is the physical and the emotional health of the children. Now, anybody can tell you that anything can happen to any one of us at any given point in time. However, children of pre planned premarital pregnancies make up 13% of the 16% of children affected by mental disorders in this country. They are also at a more significant risk of poisoning, accidental injuries, things like this. Now, granted, all children get into things can happen. However, in these households, it is highly likely that there will be less supervision than that household of two parents or the support system. And it really comes down to the type of support structure in the home. Now, there can be extra supervision, of course, if there are people living with a parent or doing things like that, but children look to their parents for such guidance. And in the household where there is one parent due to this pre planned premarital pregnancy, that's more likely to be the case that there will be less supervision. Also, these children tend to want to seek attention because mom or dad is busy working to take care of the household. So they're wanting more attention, which will cause them to get into more things, as most children do. Scientists really aren't quite sure as to what they would be comfortable with contributing 100% to the reasoning behind the increase in mental disorders among this group of children. However, the statistics do not lie. Financial security is something that we all think about when we think about the longevity of our children and their children to come. Children of pre planned premarital pregnancies are less likely to thrive. They are less likely to attend college. Most of the time, it's because these situations tend not to work out and they end up with a single parent in the home, which means as they age, most of them give up the aspiration of going to college in order to help out in the household. No parent wants that for their child, but my grandfather used to always tell me self-preservation is the first law of human nature. People will do what they must to survive. Also, anyone with children knows how expensive children really are. So, as a single parent, due to this type of situation, a pre-planned premarital pregnancy, you're less likely to be able to invest because all of your resources are going into taking care of you and your family. Same concept here. The children aren't being able to be taught how to invest because there's no one to show them how to invest. The point about their financial security that I'm trying to make here is that these are financial habits that are being passed on generation by generation by generation. And all of it started with the thought of having a pre-planned premarital pregnancy, which I'm sure most of the time these parents have not considered the financial obligations or the stresses that it would put on their family or the long-term effects that it could have on their children. Because these children are more likely to repeat cycles of poverty that they've learned throughout their childhoods. Socially, children of pre-planned premarital pregnancies don't do as well. Part of it is when you have one parent in the home, or maybe even two where one is more active than the other, children aren't receiving all of the information that they need to learn from both sexes when it comes to their interactions with each other and those with other people. They are also more likely to engage in delinquent behavior, partially due to the anger of the stigmas that come at them with these situations. And once again, it kind of goes back into the emotional health that we discussed earlier because it affects their ability to thrive and they want to seek attention. They're less comfortable with being alone. Now, when I say everything that I've said to you today, I fully understand, as I am a product of a pre-planned premarital pregnancy, that anything is possible and the sky is the limit for any group. But as a parent, I always want to make sure that I'm providing the best future possible for my child. So in this, I am urging you that if a pre-planned premarital pregnancy is what you are absolutely dead set on doing, just rethink it a little bit. Let's stop and think if maybe we shouldn't rethink this just a little bit to give our child the best possible future.